young disabled Tunisian is developing an app to help those like him navigate their way through cities. The app works by color-coding areas which are easier to travel through while alerting users of areas which are not.
As a disabled man, Abi Chouik knows how difficult it is to navigate a city. The Tunisian IT student uses crutches because of a dislocated spinal column. Chouik describes the difficulties he faces traveling through Tunis.
I mean, when you're walking and you can't find a space to move, and instead of walking on pavement, many times you're forced to walk on the road. That's how you can be exposed to the danger of being hit by a car that could come from anywhere and hurt you.
He says people can be indifferent or even insulting when it comes to acknowledging the needs of disabled people.
Sometimes we talk to them, but they say that they do not have to care about who is behind them. They say, look, everybody does the same. I mean, that they can insult you or act violently against you, or even tell you this is none of your business.
But Chouik is developing an app to make the city more accessible to those with disabilities.
First, we have to check where the person in the wheelchair wants to go. Is it for a health check? Somewhere where people hang out for entertainment? We have to identify those places and to identify the most accessible ones.
Treasurer of the Tunisian Organization for the Defense of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, being aware of the challenges people with disabilities face in Tunisia is essential, particularly as many places are not disabled-friendly. Chouik was able to develop the app with a €10,000 prize from a program promoting civil society and media projects by young people. He estimates that a better version will be ready to launch in 3 months, starting in 2 Tunisian cities, but still needs €40,000 to bring the project together and transform it into a business.
Meanwhile, over the years, the use of mobile application has transformed the way people interact with brands and service providers. Joining us to discuss more on mobile application development is a social media expert, John Obidi. Great to have you on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Do you think we still need more apps, considering the fact that it appears we have more than enough apps out there we are yet to explore?
Well, there cannot be too much because apps are basically distribution platforms for information and also help to bring people together toward common causes. Now, when we're talking about apps for common good or apps that help people with disability, there definitely can be more of those in the system. There's a lot of apps that relate to entertainment, but those that regard to health and helping people with disability and also social causes, we don't have that many. So yes, the space is wide open for more innovation in this industry.
Well, you just mentioned that there are apps, for instance, for entertainment, for health and others. But what would you say about the creation of mobile apps here in Nigeria? Are we doing well in that area?
Well, currently, most Nigerian apps are centered towards either entertainment or for the blogging angle towards gossip. But people think more of the monetization of their apps. And the money is, as many Nigerians have found, is entertainment. But there are some apps that are towards health and towards societal issues, but they just don't get that much press. There's one I discovered recently which helps to bring people together towards health. So if you're trying to find a workout partner or a workout buddy, there's an app that helps you create communities around that within Lagos State, and people can work out towards their health goals together. Those kind of apps don't get that much press, but they do exist.
Oh, do I have to be tech savvy to create an app, for instance, or is there any formal training that I have to go through to be able to create an application?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. If you want to get an app out there that informs people, like a friend of mine created an app that helps women calculate their ovulation, It helps them calculate when their menstrual cycle is coming around. There are apps like that that can easily be done without having much technical know-how. There are some that require technical know-how, but there are some that don't require technical know-how. There are online tools right now that have totally simplified the process, right? So if you go online and Google for these app creators, there are so many of them. I could mention them if you would like me to, but there are so many of them that will require almost no learning curve. So yes, all you need to do is just think of a problem. The ready-made solutions are most likely already out there.
Oh, of course, think of a problem. A ready-made solution is always out there. But of course, everyone wants to make money. For every venture that you do, you think about the financial aspect of it. So how lucrative is this business?
It is very lucrative. There are ways that apps can be monetized. I have talked about this subject a lot of times in the past. There are ready-made ad networks that can pay for ad placements within your app. Google, probably the most popular ad network with their Google AdSense program, has that. Facebook just recently came into the game with their Facebook Audience Network product. So Facebook now, they just started doing that, I think, late last year. They can now pay developers for ad spaces on their apps. So even before you can find organizations to sponsor you, you can already have the low barrier to entry, that is Facebook and Google, to pay you for your app. So whatever you are creating apps on, if you can get an audience to that app, Google and Facebook can pay for ads.
As a social media expert, John, what are your expectations for app development in this new year, 2017?
I think that in 2017, we're going to see a lot more innovation when it comes to apps because the prices of internet connectivity are coming down. The telcos are now releasing better packages. So one of the big telecom giants just a couple of weeks ago released their 4G, and everyone is releasing 4G. More and more people will be able to consume more and more information through mobile apps. Before 2016, if you were to put out an app that distributes video content, you might not get that many people downloading it because everyone is so data conscious, right? But now that data prices, the costs are coming down and the quality is going up, we're going to see a lot more rich content coming on. We've seen the social networks. On almost every social network right now, live streaming is a staple. Channel television right now is streaming live on YouTube. Facebook is now doing live streaming. Twitter, just a couple of weeks ago, announced that they've also started doing native live streaming. So we're going to see a lot more of this coming into mobile apps. People are going to be able to, right from their homes, watch video live streams from apps created from developers like you and me.
Social media expert John Obidi, thanks for your time. And that's our program today. Many thanks for watching. I am BC Adebayo.